If you've been stressing over your credit score, you're probably focusing on the wrong numbers. I remember hitting 700 and thinking I've made it. I expected doors to fly open, approvals to roll in, and banks to treat me differently. But nothing really changed. I still had to fight for decent interest rates, I wasn't getting the best credit card offers, and lenders weren't exactly rolling out the red carpet. But when I hit 760, that's when everything shifted. I started getting the best rates, automatic credit limit increases, and instant approvals for high limit cards. In this video, I break down why hitting 760 should be your #1 goal and how you can get there faster than you ever thought possible. Here's what exactly happens once you hit 760. You get access to the lowest interest rates possible. Imagine saving over $83,000 without changing your income, cutting your expenses, or working more hours. Let's just say that you're applying for a mortgage on a $500,000 home. With a 700 credit score, you might qualify for a loan with an interest rate around 7.5%. But with a 760, that same lender could offer you a rate closer to 6.8. At a glance, that 0.7% difference might not seem like that much, but over a 30-year mortgage, here's how it adds up. At 7.5% interest, your monthly payment will be about $3,497. Over the life of the loan, you pay around $1,258,920 in total. At 6.8% interest, your monthly payment drops around $3,264. So your total payment over 30 years will be approximately $1,175,040. That's a saving of over $83,000 just because you had a stronger credit score. But reaching a 760 credit score doesn't mean that you just save money. It gives you VIP access for the best financial products on the market. Lenders like to share the best offers when your score is in this range. At this level, you're viewed as a responsible borrower and they see you as low risk and high value. So here's what it looks like in real life. Once you cross 760, you qualify for way better cards. I'm talking about higher spending limits, luxury travel perks, airport lounge access, and enhanced cashback rewards. Lenders now also give you higher limits automatically with no needing to ask. This instantly lowers your credit utilization ratio, which boosts your score even higher. And whether you're applying for a personal loan, a car loan, or business financing, a 760 score puts you at the top approval category. This is what most lenders will label you as Tier 1 credit. But the real rewards of reaching 760 goes beyond better financial products. Once you hit this number, you stop needing to obsess over your credit score. At this level, you're already seen as a top tier borrower, so there's really no need to nitpick over every tiny score changes because you already unlocked the best terms available. You no longer need to stress over every inquiry, every small fluctuation, or be afraid to add a new account to your profile. But here's where it gets tricky. Most people never hit 760, not because they can't, but because they unknowingly follow habits that hold their score back. These are the mistakes that keep you quietly stuck in the 600s and even 700s, no matter how responsible you think you are being. And the worst part, you might already be making them. Here are 3 reasons on why most remain under 760. The first reason is that you're playing too safe. It's easier to get comfortable after you reach 700. You stop pushing and start protecting your score, avoiding any moves that could cause a temporary dip. I was ignoring opportunities to increase my credit limit because I was worried about how it might affect my score. But here's the reality. Playing it safe actually hold back my score. Credit score growth rarely ever moves in a straight line. You will encounter dips before it gets higher. Lenders like borrowers who can show that they can handle more responsibility. So taking smart risks, like boosting your credit or diversifying your accounts, can help you reach over 760. The second reason is that your credit profile is too thin. For the longest time, I thought having a couple credit cards and an auto loan was enough. My score was decent, but it was stuck. Then I added a small loan and a credit line, and within months, my score jumped. That's when I realized that lenders just don't want to see that you can handle credit, but they want to see a variety of how you manage it. It's like trying to level up in a game without having all the tools that you need. You're stuck until you can expand your credit profile. And finally, the most frustrating reason why people stay stuck under 760 is usually due to small mistakes that gets unnoticed. You might be carrying a slightly higher balance than usual, applying for too much credit in a short period of time, or closing an account when you should have kept it open. I've seen people stuck just a few points below 760 for months, and it turned out to be something tiny. Unless you're actively watching them, they can keep you stuck in credit limbo for months or even years. But here's the good news. Getting unstuck isn't complicated. It's all about making the right moves at the right time. These 3 strategies will help you reach 760 faster than you think. First and foremost, if you have any negative accounts on your credit profile, that's the first thing that you need to address. No matter what hacks or tips that I give you, negative accounts like late payments, collections, or charge-offs will hold your score down. You can't reach above 760 until these accounts are removed or nearly fallen off. If that's your situation, I highly recommend starting the credit repair process. I've made plenty of videos on this channel that walk you through how to do this step by step. If you're looking for an easier, more hands-on solution, I also offer a credit repair software that can simplify the process. You can find the link down in the description or just scan the QR code on the screen. Now, if your credit is clean, that's great news, meaning that you don't have to start over, you just gotta sharpen on what you're already doing. The first thing is that you need to pay your bills on time, but doing it the right way. You're probably already making your payments on time, and that's what you should be doing. Consistently paying on time builds your credit profile and strengthens your score with every payment that you make. But here's how you can fine-tune that strategy for even better results. You want to optimize your credit utilization. You want to pay off your current balance before your statement closing date, because lenders report your balance to the credit bureaus based on the amount showing them when your statement closes, not when the payment is due. For example, if your statement closes on March 25th, aim to pay off your balance by March 22nd. Once your new cycle begins on March 26th, then you can start putting expenses back on your card again. This small tweak keeps your credit utilization low when it's reported, and that could be enough to push your score over 760. Just focusing on on-time payments and credit utilization alone covers about 65% of your total credit score. These two factors will always have the biggest impact. But even perfect payments and low utilization can only take you so far. To break into excellent credit territory, you will need a deeper, stronger profile. Think of it this way. Even if you're using credit perfectly, having too few accounts can cap your growth. You want lenders to see a broad, well-rounded credit history that shows that you can manage multiple accounts over time. Ideally, you should have around 7 to 10 active accounts reported to the credit bureaus. And these should be primary accounts in your name. Accounts that are solely in your name holds more weight than authorized user accounts or co-signed loans. You also want to diversify your credit mix. A healthy credit profile includes a balance of revolving credit like credit cards or lines of credit and also loans. When I started building my credit, I just had a couple of accounts, and for a while, my score barely moved. It wasn't until I intentionally diversified my accounts, like adding a personal loan and opening new credit cards, that my score started to climb faster. Nowadays, there are several tools and services that can help you with this. One I frequently mention is Kickoff. They offer credit building tools that allow you to establish revolving accounts similar to a credit card, and they even report your rent payments if you are a renter. Another strategy is to take out a credit builder loan. Many banks and credit unions offer these. Essentially, you're taking out a loan against yourself, which includes a small cost and a minimal interest fee. But the benefits of strengthening your credit profile far outweighs the cost. As you work on building that thicker profile, hard inquiries will come into play, and that's okay. It's just part of the process. Yes, a hard inquiry might drop your credit score slightly, but the impact is minimal and temporary. In fact, it's totally fine to apply for new credit every 3 to 6 months. Where it becomes a problem is if you're applying for credit every week. That's when your credit score can take a serious hit. Hard inquiries have the biggest effect in the first 6 months, and after a year, they usually aren't factored into your score anymore. To build a strong credit profile, you gotta open a few good accounts, keep them active over time, and this will help your score the most. For years, I was a heavy credit card bonus chaser, applying for new cards every few months. I maintained a score in the high 700s to the low 800s, even with frequent applications. My thick credit profile helped absorb short-term drops without much volatility. For anyone wanting to travel or maximize credit card rewards, hard inquiries shouldn't hold you back. With the right strategy, maintaining a credit score above 760 is completely doable. The final key in hitting 760 is patience. If your credit habits are solid, like on-time payments, low utilization, and a solid credit profile, your score just needs time to grow. Getting your score to 760 is just one piece of the puzzle. But what you do with that score next, that's where the real fun kicks in. Because not all credit cards are equal, even with a high credit score. If you don't choose the right ones, you're missing out on rewards, perks, and savings. If you're ready to leverage the full power of your credit, watch my next video, the only 5 credit cards that you need. It breaks down the exact cards that you maximize your rewards, boost your benefits, and help you make the most out of that 760 plus credit score. I'll see you over there.